Because Paul said that Christ has become the first fruits of those who have slept or those who have died. Meaning, just as the priest brought the first fruits from the harvest, Jesus was raised from the dead. He was the first fruits of them that slept. He was the first one to rise from the dead, never to die again. And when He rose from the dead, He presented Himself before the Father and said, I am the beginning, I'm the first. I'm the firstborn from the dead. I am the first fruits. And sometimes I think we ought to call Resurrection Sunday First Fruits Sunday, because that's exactly what it is. First fruits, resurrection, it's all the same thing. And this thing of resurrection, this idea that the dead will live again, is a powerful concept, because in the world of the pagan, if the soul lives, it lives in some type of meaninglessness. It's just a vapor that exists in nothingness. But God tells us that the dead will live again, not to float around, but to have purpose and meaning and life and reality and understanding. So when Jesus rose from the dead, He became the first. And all of those who believe in Him from that day forward also have resurrection power abiding in them. So that's why we say Happy Resurrection Sunday. And that's why I say to you, Happy First Fruits Sunday, because this is a promise that death has lost its power over the believer. Oh, Paul laughed at the grave. He made fun of death and said, death, where's your sting? Grave, what are you boasting about? You've been defeated, and you will soon be thrown into the lake of fire with all of the other of God's enemies. But those who believe in Christ will live forever. Let me just take a moment here, because I'm a preacher. And when you preach the whole gospel, you have to preach the good along with the bad. You need to understand, every person who dies will be resurrected. But there are two resurrections. Daniel talked about a resurrection of the just and the unjust. Jesus talked about the resurrection of life and the resurrection of damnation. The resurrection of life and the just are for those who have believed on Jesus, who believed He was their Passover, who believe that He is the first to rise from the dead, and they will never face the judgment of God because Jesus faced it for them.